Western establishments like Oxford, Yale, Cambridge, Harvard, etc. have been sanctified for their education and guidance for the past 2 centuries. However, 1,000 years prior to the worldwide colonization of Europeans, Asian centers of learning such as Ratnagiri University, Vikramshila University, Jagaddala University, Pushpagiri University, Odantapuri University, Somapura University, Nalanda University, Takshashila University, Valabhi University, Bikrampur University sprung across India. India was the only country to have university education in ancient times. This brings us to the topic of Nalanda University. Nalanda Maha of Magadha was renowned for their academic excellence. The architecture of the Buddhist monastic center was similar to our modern university towns, which provide lodging and boarding for their students. Founded in 427 AD, Nalanda Maha or Nalanda University lasted for over 800 years. It survived political waves, the rise and fall of civilizations, religious wars, and the birth of intellectual greats for almost a millennium before the Muslim invaders destroyed it. The university was founded by Kumaragupta I of the Gupta dynasty. It had a 24 feet high wall, 600 clay tables, and 211 uniquely carved stone panels surrounding the Baladitya temple situated in modern-day Bihar. It was a completely residential university. The building had 8 monasteries, 11,000 cells, 3 libraries, and it is believed to have 2,000 teachers and 10,000 students. The profound knowledge of Nalanda's teachers attracted scholars from places as distant as China, Korea, Japan, Tibet, Mongolia, Turkey, Sri Lanka, and Southeast Asia. These scholars have left records about the ambience, architecture, and learning at this unique university. The architectural components of clay seals, terracotta ornaments, and metal figurines of Hindu, Jain, and Buddhist icons found at the Nalanda ruins reveal the holistic nature of knowledge that was sought and imparted at this university. It suggests a seamless coexistence between nature and man, and between living and learning. The monks and students of the university survived on the generosity and grace of their contemporary rulers. Nalanda owned 200 villages nearby with the grace of many generations of Pala kings. The land allotted to the Indian monasteries attracted the Turk invasions in the next centuries. From the middle of the 8th century CE, Nalanda enjoyed the sustained patronage of the mighty Pala rulers of Bengal. They prized and cherished the educational institution, building new structures and renovating old ones. The sad demise of Nalanda University was caused by Bakhtiyar Khilji, who was the general of Qutbuddin Aibak, a petty plunderer overzealous in forwarding Islamic interests in the Indian subcontinent at the turn of the 13th century. It started with mere pettiness. Bakhtiyar Khilji, a native of Afghanistan with Turk's ancestry, who repeatedly plundered Magadha and the neighboring villages for gold, food, supplies, and horses, had fallen sick, and doctors in his court failed to cure him. Then someone advised him to get himself cured by Rahul Sri Bahadra, the principal of Nalanda University. Khilji was too proud of his Islamic culture and refused to get himself treated by a person outside his religion. But his health worsened, and he was left with no other option but to invite Bhadra from Nalanda. But Khilji put a condition and asked Bhadra to cure him without any medicines, which Bhadra did with the study of philosophical readings. After recovering, Khilji was shocked by the fact that an Indian scholar and teacher knew more than the doctors of his court. Khilji decided to destroy the roots of knowledge, Buddhism and Ayurveda from the country. He set fire to the great library of Nalanda and burned down nearly 9 million manuscripts and campus buildings of Nalanda. The library was so vast and strong that it took 3 months to completely destroy it. It was reported that thousands of monks were burned alive and thousands beheaded by Khilji invaders. He did not stop at ransacking and destroying Nalanda University only. He then went on to torch the universities at Odantapuri and Vikramshila, the two most pioneering universities in India and the world. Nalanda University was destroyed 3 times by the Muslim invaders. It was built twice after being destroyed, but the third invasion dealt the final blow to this esteemed temple of education. Out of the 8 temples and 98 viharas of the entire architecture, 2 viharas survived the brutality of the Muslim invaders. Also, only the bordering walls with eastern and western gates were left intact. It forced the monks to flee, and Nalanda University was completely deserted and empty. In recent years, efforts have begun with the help of Asian countries including China, Singapore, Japan, Malaysia, and Vietnam, apart from Australia and New Zealand, to resurrect and rebuild Nalanda University. Indian government also designated reviving Nalanda as an international institution of national importance and making it as the focal point of Asia once again. But will these efforts be able to resurrect Nalanda's past glory, its luster of the ancient time?